Oh, shoot. You should go away. Wait. Why are you still... Oh, God. Okay. Why are you still here? Oh, wait, I forgot. There we go. Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to stream. A long time no see. Please excuse my voice. I'm recovering from a cold, kind of, sort of. And I'm also like half asleep. I'm like really sleepy because my sleep schedule has been like crazy this past week. But I hope that you guys are all doing well. I am sorry that I've been gone for so long from streaming. I've missed streaming. I've missed you guys. Hello, Lazy. Welcome back. Hello, hello. So let me explain real quick what kind of happened and the reason why I was gone. So I don't know if I just have bad luck or the universe hates me, but I got sick again. So I got sick, right? And then I got sick again. So I got sick and I had to miss work, right? And so then after missing work, I'm thinking, you know, I'll be good to go for, you know, this weekend. But then I got sick again. Like, it was bad. I'm talking scratchy throat, my nose is like I had a cold, but it like really took me out for some reason. And I'm just like, okay, I can't work. So I had to call off work, unfortunately. And unfortunately, last weekend, I just could not stream. So I'm sorry for that. I really wanted to stream too. I was so mad. I hit 300 subscribers on YouTube, and I wanted to say thank you. By the way, thank you guys so much. I'm so happy to hit 300 on YouTube. But yeah, I got awfully sick. I got sick, and it was just really bad luck, unfortunately, that I got sick, and I was like, okay, the universe hates me. And then because I was sick, my sleeping schedule essentially became like nocturnal, because I would spend like all day sleeping and then I would be awake at night, and then I couldn't go to sleep until like 6 a.m. or whatever, and then I would end up sleeping all day because, again, I was sick. Like, I was just so sick, my body like was like, we can't even move right now, we're just sick. And you're probably like, okay, this is not the first time you've been sick, like, are you good? Yes and no. I think I finally figured out why I've been having so many health issues lately. So, if for those of you who don't know, I mentioned it a few times, but I got diabetes. And while my diabetes is pretty nice and well regulated, one thing that has been an unfortunate side effect since I got it is that it's really wrecked my immune system. It's wrecked my immune system. Why am I smiling so much when I'm not in real life? Oh well. The calibration is just like, you're gonna be smiling all the time. Yeah, like I have a terrible, like, my immune system has just been really shot. Oh, thank you for the posture check. Wait, we just started though. My posture's fine, I think. I'll do a little stretch because I was just laying in bed actually, so I'll do a little stretch. Like, I haven't even really began shrimping yet. How do I calibrate this thing again? Okay, that's better. I just didn't want to make it seem like I'm so smiley, because I'm not. The name I haven't heard in a long time. Look, I was sick, okay? And I'm explaining why I was so sick. But my immune system, I think, is just very weak. Since I've came to Japan, I have gotten sick more often than not. And it's not because of any, and it's for a myriad of reasons, but I've gotten very, very sick. At first, I just kind of dismissed it, you know, like, it's not that big of a deal. But I was just like, I'm really like getting winded with these colds and stuff. And it wasn't the flu, thankfully. And it wasn't COVID. I know there's two of you now. It wasn't COVID, right? Thank God it wasn't COVID. But like, I just kept getting sick. And I'm just like, this is not normal. Wear those face masks then. See, here's the thing. You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. I have not been masking. I haven't been masking really, except when I go to like the hospital or the clinic because you need to. But like in my day-to-day life, I have to admit I haven't been masking. You know, because I mean, it's not that I don't think it's a good thing or anything like that. Like, I'm not like one of those people who think that masking is like some weird conspiracy, because it's not. And people over here wear masks like all the time. It's completely normalized here. Um, but like I just hadn't been doing it. I'll admit. I felt honestly after the big peak of the pandemic, I fell out of habit of wearing a mask. Yeah, so they mask all the time, right? So it's not weird, right? Like if I were to wear a mask, it wouldn't be weird, right? You know, my students wear masks all the time. I've seen other teachers wear masks all the time. I mean, some teachers wear masks so often that I haven't really seen their full face. Like sometimes I'll see them without their mask, which is often in the staff room, and I'll be like, "Whoa, you don't have a mask on? This is crazy," because I'm so used to seeing them with it on. But yeah, I haven't been masking, and I worked. And before I came to Japan, I did work from home. So like if I can give you like a good timeline of like my life, which I don't know if it's a dachshund or whatever, but like you guys know my age or whatever, right? So I graduated college class of 2021, right? So my entire senior year of college, right, was online. I only ever went into work for work, and I had to wear a mask. Of course, we all had to wear masks, you know, constantly, except we were in Eden, right? Because it's 2021. Fast forward to after college, right? I started working from home, right? All of my work that I did was remote. It was remote work. So it was always work from home, work from home, work from home. And as a result, I did not go outside much. I already didn't go outside much before the pandemic. And when the pandemic came and went, it like it was like terrible, because I got so used to being inside that I just kind of kept that up. I would not go outside except for like medical appointments and the occasional errand, right? The occasional errand, but I just like would not go outside. And it was honestly nice. I had not gotten sick for like, when the pandemic happened, I had not been sick for like 2 years. The 2 years that I was working from home, I did not get sick at all. It was crazy. I didn't get sick at all from the 2 years that I spent working from home, because all I did was work from home. I didn't get sick for like 2 years. Well, technically I did catch COVID, unfortunately, but that was not my fault. I ended up catching it from a roommate before I moved into my own apartment, and that I was really pissed about, because I was just like, I did so well, got my vaccine and everything, and then this motherfucker gives me COVID. But besides that one little blip, I hadn't gotten sick in like years. And you're right, I should ask, right? So then I came over here to Japan, right? Fast forward to 2023, right? Summer 2023, I come to Japan, right? So this is my first job not being at home since like my part-time job during university, right? This is my first time at a job where it's face-to-face. And obviously I'm teaching, you know, kids, right? I'm teaching. And like you said, you're right, schools are petri dishes. I forgot about that. Because, you know, even growing up as a kid, I didn't really get sick too often. I would get like maybe 1 or 2 colds a year, I think, right? I would get like 1 or 2 colds a year. But like I didn't get sick too often growing up, you know, because my immune system was stronger. But since I got diagnosed with diabetes now, my immune system, unfortunately, is weaker. And so since I've been in Japan, I've been getting sick more often, because it's a combination of things, you know, new place, your body's getting used to it. Working in a school again, students are petri dishes, especially these kids. Like, colds and flus spread so quickly in these classrooms because of how they're designed. Like, in American school, or maybe other schools, I don't know, but in American schools, usually in high school or junior high, you often change classrooms like between classes, right? So like you go to one classroom for math, you go to one classroom for history, right? And stuff like that. Over here, they don't do that. The teachers are the ones who come to the different classrooms to teach. So the kids are essentially almost all day, except for like maybe gym or one or two special elective classes. They're pretty much in the same classroom among the same kids all day. All day they're in those like classrooms. And so if one kid gets sick, it spreads so easily among them. We actually had a bunch of kids out. We had like a slight influenza epidemic at my school like last month, actually. Like end of last month, beginning of this month. We had like a mini flu epidemic. I'm not joking. And the funny thing, and the thing is, in Japan, if there are enough kids absent in like a class, because they're in this same class, they will sometimes have to shut down the class, you know? Because if like you have all these kids absent, it makes no sense to teach the class because so many students have missed work. So they'll shut down a class for a brief period until, you know, the students are better and they're coming back to school. We had like 13 classes shut down over the span of like 2 weeks. I'm not joking. The influenza was just spreading among these kids like wildfire, and they were just dropping like flies. Now, obviously, they're fine, right? Nobody died or anything. But it was nuts to see. I would like come to school, and I would have to check to see if any of my classes on my schedule, I had to check to see if they were still, you know, in session, because it was just nuts. And so, surprisingly, I did not get the flu. Yay! Luckily, I did not get the flu. I did get sick like 2 weeks after though, and I don't know why the fuck. Like, I thought that I was like in the clear. But unfortunately, I got sick like 2 weeks later, which is why I couldn't stream like last week. Ooh. And it hasn't been, and it's been kind of bad, right? Because I have these absences from work now. Like, I've had so much sick leave. I've been sick so much that I used up all my sick leave for the year. I used up all my PTO for the year, because over here, you don't get like accumulated PTO. You get like a set number of days per year, and then that's it. You gotta wait till the next year until it rolls over. Or in my term, I gotta wait for my contract to roll over. So like I'm all out of sick days. So when I'm sick and I have to stay home, I lose out on money. So I'm just like, shit, this is really bad. So I try to go to work as much as I can. But again, when I get sick, it's like terrible. I can like barely move, you know? And, you know, my friends are like, yo, Coco, are you like okay? Like, you get sick so often. My school was worried about me. My supervisor was like, are you okay? Like, maybe you should go to the hospital. But the issue is that I've went to the hospital before, and I took all the tests and everything came back clear. They're like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, they took a blood test, they took a urine test, they did a they did a freaking CAT scan. Not a CAT scan. What's the full body thing you go in? The MRI? They did like an MRI as well. And they were like, yeah, nothing. It all comes out clear. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm just, okay. So I start talking with friends, right? And they're like, well, how's your immune system, you know? Because they're like, your immune system is supposed to protect you from getting like sick like this. Like, is your immune system well? And I'm just like, maybe it isn't my maybe it's my immune system. But I'm like, this is crazy. I never had this problem back in America. And they're like, well, do you have any other health problems? And I said, the only thing I have is diabetes, but that's so well managed now. I honestly forget that I have it. And then my friend's just like, well, you do know that like one of the biggest symptoms of diabetes, sorry, I'm just like rambling here, guys. Thank you for listening. But she's like, you know, the biggest symptoms of diabetes is a weakened immune system, right? I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, you get infected more easily. In my entire, like, when did I get diagnosed? 2022. I got diagnosed in 2022. In my entire, like, 3 years of having diabetes, I had no clue about that. And then I did my own, like, preliminary, like, internet search, and I went on, like, an MD. I didn't go on WebMD. I went on, like, another, like, I went on, like, a government health site from the UK, actually. And they were like, yeah, there are studies shown that people with diabetes are at risk for more infections, because I guess apparently being insulin resistant also makes your immune system harder for them to fight infections. And I was like, oh, Oh, I was like, what? You're gonna tell me the reason why I've been getting so sick this entire time is because I just have a weak immune system? I mean, I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I'm so used to having such a nice, strong immune system. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. What? Yeah, I thought it was nuts. I said, I can't believe this. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Um, but I do plan on going to my doctor and talking to them about it because I'm like, is there anything like immunity boosting that you can give me? Because I'm tired of this. Like, I'm tired of being sick. It's getting in the way of my daily duties, and I'm getting sick of it. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm over this. We're over this, you know. I'm just over it. So hi, I would ask how you were, but you answered that question. Yeah, recovering from being sick again. But don't worry, I'm better for now because I know what the issue is. So now I mask whenever I go to class. I'm not masking constantly, like when I'm in the staff room, I don't wear a mask, but as soon as I go to class, I mask up and I wear my mask in front of my students. I love those kids to death, but I'm like, ain't no way. I can't keep getting sick. I'm recovering from being sick. Oh my gosh, I hope you feel better. Oh, Daijini. Hope you feel better. But yeah, like it's not fun. And unfortunately, I've had enough. So I'm doing my best now to try to keep as healthy as I can. I plan on masking, honestly, as much as I can. I'm gonna be masking on public transit, masking at school, honestly, just as many places as I can, to be honest, because and it's really hard. It's tricky because it's getting hot over here now, so I hate wearing a mask when I'm outside because it's super duper hot. It's getting hot over here already, and it's already getting humid, and I hate the heat and I hate the humidity. And so I try to wear like those very thin medical masks because they're thinner and they're easy to breathe through because they're thinner, you know? I don't wear like the cloth ones. The cloth ones like I used to wear, those are like so thick, man. But I wear like I just wear like the medical ones, you know, the ones you see in hospitals and stuff like that. They're pretty simple. But yeah, oh gosh, I wasn't coughing, but my throat was sore. It hurt. I was just like, Jesus Christ, my throat was sore. The worst thing was my nose. I had a stuffy nose. It was terrible. I was mouth breathing. I could barely breathe. I had to mouth breathe as I slept, and I was just like, I hate mouth breathing because when you mouth breathe, then your mouth gets all dried, and I could barely sleep, and oh, it sucked. It sucked big time. Oh, and like I guess I'm still kind of recovering it from it because my nose is still acting funky. But I think this is more because of the weather, because it's getting really humid. It's like really humid and muggy over here. It's muggy and rainy, and so I keep getting sniffles. I keep sniffling because of how muggy and rainy it is over here, and it sucks balls. But yeah, so that is where I've honestly been for the past weeks. When you sniffle, I start sniffling. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. But yeah, it sucks big time. It sucks big time. It's just so frustrating, you know? I'm just like, And it sucks because I had plans to like record an ASMR, and I couldn't do that because my voice was gone. And I'm just like, oh my God. It's so frustrating. So frustrating, and it's so annoying. Oh my gosh. Making sure that I'm live and stuff. But yeah, so I'm just trying to make sure that I stay, you know, just trying to make sure that I stay awake and well and, you know, not have any sort of problems or anything like that. But yeah, honestly, I'm sorry, Saltwater Store. Exactly, I could barely eat. I hate being sick. It's not fun. And the timing was really bad too because I'm gonna be out of town this weekend, so um I'm gonna be out of town this weekend, so I can't stream this weekend either, guys. I'm sorry, because I will be out of town. So no streams this weekend either. So then that's 2 weeks without streams, and sucks. I know, I'm sorry, but I will be away from you guys again this weekend, which is so I wanted to do a stream today on Thursday so that I could at least talk to you guys for a little bit before I have to jet off again. But yeah, I do apologize. Dag nabbit. But thank you for listening to all of these yaps and stuff. But that is pretty much what has been. For the past week, I've just been very, very, very sick. And it hasn't been fun. It's just, I've just been sick and it's just ill. It's yapping time. Yep. So I just want to yap with you guys before I have to go out this weekend. If you're wondering what I'm going to go do, I'm not going to say anything yet because, well, you know, I'll tell you guys after I come back, you know, for safety, right? For safety. I was sick and still had to go to work. See, I wanted to go to work. But the thing is, right, is that, how do I describe it? I am someone who, when I was a kid, right, and I got sick, I did not stay home from school. I went to school sick, you know? Unless I had like a fever. Unless I had a fever, right? Because in my mom's opinion, she was like, okay, if you have a fever, you're not going. You know what I mean? She's like, you're staying the fuck home if you have a fever. But if I didn't have a fever, I would go to school, you know? So I went to school sick a lot of times. I would have a stuffy nose. I would look miserable, but I wanted to go to school because I was like, I don't want to miss work. I was an honor student, so I was like, I don't want to miss work or anything like that. And even in a lot of jobs also, so often, you know, they'll be like, oh, you should come into work. It doesn't matter if you're sick, you know? But especially after the COVID pandemic, it really like kind of changed my way around that thinking. I didn't have a choice because I was covering for some coworkers. Oh, oof. I feel you. But like after the pandemic happened, I started to rethink that because when the pandemic happened, we were running into the issues where people were catching COVID and some jobs were getting mad at them for not coming in. They're like, you need to come to work. And the person's like, no, I caught COVID. Why do you want me to come into work when I tested positive for COVID? Like, you know, I'm endangering other people, right? I'm endangering, you know, my coworkers. I'm endangering customers if I come into COVID sick, right? Because I'm just like, who wants to go to the grocery store and your cashier has COVID, right? Especially during that time when COVID was first coming out and there was no vaccine. Like, it was nuts. Like, so like it really had me think about it, like, and it really, you know, started to jumpstart the conversation. Like, we need to start staying home when we're sick, not only times and every time. Oh Jesus, fuck, 4 times, damn. Yeah, like we need to start thinking not only of ourselves when we go in sick, but also other people. I understand that everyone's in a different situation. Some people maybe can't afford to call off, right? I consider myself lucky to be able to be in a situation where I was able to call off because financially I was like, okay, I'll be fine. And I know it's not the same for everyone, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't want to get my other teacher sick because I'm just a silly little ALT where I work. But the other teachers, you know, they got actual responsibilities, right? They might be homeroom teachers. They might have, they have different duties around the school. A lot of teachers, it's very common that in Japan, teachers here have a lot more admin responsibilities than like in America, let's say. They do a lot of administrative work here. So I'm just like, well, what if I get someone else sick and then they're out for a few days, right? And then it ends up affecting, you know, the school and work and stuff like that. What if I end up passing it on to students, you know? And then boom, they gotta miss class now. Or they end up infecting other students, and then boom, a classroom closes down, you know? So it really, even though it went against like some fiber of my being, because I am someone who doesn't like to miss work, I really had to say, you know, I need to be conscious of the people around me and to not come into work sick, you know. I need to be conscious of that, you know. I don't think coming into work sick would be a polite thing to do to anyone, you know. If you're sick, stay home. If you're sick, stay home. I wish that was a more common sentiment, you know, but unfortunately sometimes it isn't, and it's a shame because we need to, you know, protect each other out here as well, not just for yourself. And not just for yourself too, because it's just like when you're sick, you know, your brain's all fried and stuff, so you're not going to work as well, you're not going to work as efficient anyway. So it's important to stay home, get that rest and recover, and then come back into work. Is what I think, so at least. And so, yeah, so it was like really bad because, you know, my poor supervisor is out here worrying about me. He's like, are you okay? Like, you just been sick so often. So I was actually able to explain to them, good to go, till COVID happened. Exactly, right? I would say if I have a fever, I wouldn't go, right? Or if I was dying, I wouldn't go. Even if I felt like I was dying, you know? But yeah, like COVID happened and it really was just like, whoa, we need to like review how we view illness and stuff, because like we need to be more careful, you know. Germs, and because germs exist, right? Germs exist. It's not like when you get sick there's no way in hell for no one else to get it. Like, nah, germs exist, you know. Wash your hands. And now that COVID's passed, mask up. So now I mask up. It's really funny though, because since I don't mask often, I'll be like wearing a mask in school now, and the teachers are like, oh, are you still sick? I'm like, no, this is for protection. I'm like, no, this is to prevent me from getting sick again. Because like I didn't really wear a mask before. Like I said, people over here are used to masking, but I guess them seeing me, the foreigner, they're like, oh, are you sick? Because I haven't been masking at all when I first got here. So they're like, are you sick? And I'm like, no, I'm doing this for protection. It's a little itchy, yeah. That's why I just wear the normal plain thin ones. I know it might be bad for the environment or whatever, because they're not, you know, you got to throw them away eventually. But they're like the only ones that are like comfortable on me in this heat. It's too damn hot here in Japan for me to be wearing some thick old cloth mask. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I wear those like, I wear the medical mask, and they're very breathable. Cause like, I just want to breathe, you know? So I just wear the medical ones because they're easy to breathe in. Plus you can find them anywhere. They're like cheap. You can find them at the convenience store or whatever. So I'm just like, yep. I'm just gonna buy these and good to go. I just keep like a little pack in my I just keep a little pack in my drawer now. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm sniffly again. It's the weather. This isn't from being sick, it's the weather. It's the weather too. Like I said, it's like muggy over here, so like people are also sniffling a lot. It's really funny. I'll be like in a class and all you can hear are just sniffles, sniffles, sniffles from like everyone, and I'm just like, we ain't all sick, are we? No, it's just the weather. So that's the best way I can recommend to you guys. Mask up, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. Honestly, the most number one thing you can honestly do is just wash your hands. Shit. People need to wash their hands a lot fucking more than they do. So, yeah. But oh gosh. No, now I'm really sniffly. Okay. Now I'm sniffly. Yeah. Okay. What else did I want to talk? Chain reaction. What else did I want to talk about? But yeah, I just mostly wanted to explain why I've been gone and to say hi and to let you guys know that I won't be streaming this weekend, but I'll be back next week. And yeah, I'm very appreciative though. Thank you all to those who like commented on my community posts on YouTube and everything and left well wishes. I appreciate it. It was very nice to see and everything. And it was very nice to read. I missed streaming very much, so it was very unfortunate that I had gotten so sick, you know. Especially when you get so sick that you can barely do anything except lay down, and you're just like, this is like torture, you know? Like, what is my, like, luck? I got hit with vertigo, and then I got sick, and it's like crazy, you know? It's like, boom, get hit with vertigo. Boom, get sick with a cold. And I'm just like, really? It's like crazy. Oh my gosh. Well, I got done with my yapping quicker than I thought, but yeah. I don't know what else to talk about, but I hope all of you have been well. I hope all of you have been well as well. It's like I said, it's summer over here. That's okay, technically it's not summer until like June 20th or whatever, but it's already getting warm over here and I'm already hating it. It's getting humid and I'm hating it. If you don't know, I am absolutely terrible with humidity and heat, and so the time of year that is absolutely my bane of existence is upon us. I'm not looking forward to, so I'm not looking forward to summer. But I'm also kind of looking forward to summer because of all the cool events that are happening. I got my eyes on some potential concerts. Like, I don't know why, like, I know why everyone like does shit in August, because August over here is seen as like the summer vacation month because there's a bunch of holidays in it, and then like, you know, people are on summer holidays as well. But gosh, it's so fucking hot. I'm just like, Jesus, it's like being in a sauna. It makes me not want to like go outside at all. But there are a bunch of events and shit of nerdy stuff happening in August, and I'm just like, well, that's literally prime time to go use my PTO and like, you know, go do some shit, you know? Because like summer break, I still have to go into work, but like there's nothing for me to do. It's like literally just desk warming because I have no classes because the kids are on break. So I'm literally bored. It's like funny. I've like literally asked my like supervisor before. I'm like, can you give me work? And he's like, I don't really have any work. He's like, but you can work on your lessons. And I'm like, what? The lessons that are already done? You want me to work? Just like, I'm sorry. I know that like teachers should maybe do new things, but like I have not been making any dramatic changes to my lessons when I use them year after year. It's like if it works, it's like if it's broken, why fix it, you know? Like I'm gonna use the same lesson I used like last year, this year. I mean, these kids don't know what it is. It's their first time seeing it. Like shoot. Yeah. So, I'm definitely looking forward to August because there's some exciting events going on. So I'm definitely looking forward to August. Ooh. But besides that, I can't think of anything else. The next public holiday over here in Japan is in July. And I'm just like, no. No, give me back my random Monday off. I like having a random Monday off every once in a while. It's a very nice thing to have, but I have to wait for that to come back. But yeah, that would be a good summary of what I've been up to these past couple weeks. I want to stream so badly. I wanted to stream so badly and I couldn't, and it was annoying. Be back. Oh, welcome back. Oh my gosh, were you in an ad break? I'm so sorry. I did not notice. I was yapping so much I didn't even notice that you were in an ad break. My bad. Sorry guys. I didn't even notice we were. My bad, my bad. What else was I about to say? Can't remember. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I was just talking about how I'm excited for events happening in August over here. I'm not looking forward to the hot summer heat. I am looking forward to fun events in August. And yeah, I'm very sleepy. I'm not gonna lie. I was like I think I'm gonna go to bed early actually tonight because I'm really sleepy. I'm a bit of a sleepy sheepy. Because I decided not to take a nap today. I decided just to go to bed earlier. So that's what I'm gonna do. After this stream, I'm going to go to fuck to bed because I'm sleepy sheepy. I got work tomorrow anyway, so I'm sleepy sheepy. But gosh, I am so. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys just a quick update. So hopefully I'm going to slap my own ass and get a ASMR video out next week. I'm going to slap my own ass and make that happen. And we should be back to our normal streaming schedule next weekend with no other issues. I'll be happy to tell you all about my exciting trip or whatever. But yeah, thank you guys for being patient with me, and I hope that your own lives are going well too. And I am a sleepy sheepy. I am a sleepy sheepy. Gosh, I'm a sleepy sheepy. Sheep. I am sleepy. But yeah, I at least wanted to come out and say something before I have to go off this weekend again. I'm just writing my timesheets. Ooh, timesheets. You guys know that I have a time card at work that I gotta punch in. So I don't know if it's because half the teachers at my school are old or what. But we don't like sign in through a computer or anything like that. We gotta use literally a time card, and we have to put it in this like little machine, and then it stamps the time and it punches the time on it. It's like a punch card machine essentially, except there's no actual punches, but because it prints it like on the card digitally or whatever. But I'm just like, wow. Make it so easier. I mean, I don't know because. Hello, welcome in. I don't know, like it's like easy to do, I guess, but like I don't know. I'm used to clocking in and clocking out online because for all of my jobs that I had back in the US, that's what I had to do, especially because they were remote. So we just clocked in and clocked out online. You know, same thing for lunch. We just clocked in, clocked out online. So like having to do it with a time card makes me feel like I'm in the 1960s or something. I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm back in like the 1960s or whatever. And like also sometimes it's really annoying. We have to write our own timesheets with pen and paper. Why? That's so old-timey. That's even more antique. Why? It's 2025. We have technology. we have technology. We don't need to do that stuff. We have technology now. Technologia. We have technology. We don't need that. But yeah, I wish we could do it on a computer, especially because it's like I just wish I could. Hi Doorknob. Have you tried Filipino food? I have not, but I want to. I want to try Filipino food. I've met a couple Filipinos being here in Japan, but I haven't tried any Filipino food though. But I want to try lumpia so badly. I want to try lumpia so badly. My boss is kind of old school. Gee, your boss is old school. But I would love to. I would love to. I want to try lumpia, which I know you're just gonna be like, that's just spring rolls. Maybe so, but that shit looks so good. But I would like to try Filipino food one day. It would be nice. Honestly, I kind of am a little interested in visiting the Philippines maybe one day. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I would like to try. I would like to try lumpia. It looks yummy. That sounds yummy. Food. Food. Okay. I am like falling asleep at my computer right now. I don't want to end stream, but I'm falling asleep at my computer because my body's just like, we're fucking sleepy, girl. Favorite music artist? Michael Jackson, really? Lately, so I love K-pop and J-pop. My favorite K-pop group of all time is Red Velvet. I listen to a lot of J-pop as well. I listen to Ado. I listen to a couple idol groups too. So I listen to Ado. I like Perfume. I've listened to like Toki-sen before. I've been listening to Toki-sen a lot as well. But yeah, I tend to like pop music. Like electro pop. Electro pop is nice, but I do tend to like, you know, poppy music. Of course she does. Look, I'm sleepy sheepy, man. I'm sleepy sheepy. And I'm tired. I'm tired. Are you joining? Thank you. Thanks for joining. I'll admit I'm not always so active in the Discord, but if you're someone who, you know, likes to have the stream notice and stuff, I recommend being on there because I have YouTube, Twitch, notifs, and I also have a channel for my tweets. So if you're someone who doesn't have Twitter, you can still see my tweets in the Discord, even if you don't have Twitter and you don't need Twitter. I was honestly surprised because, you know, Twitter's went to, you know, the shitter when it came to like M's or whatever. But you can now see all of my lovely tweets. Sometimes they're, don't worry, they're not pings or anything though, because I'm just like, that would be obnoxious. But you know, they're just random stuff. They're just kind of random stuff, you know, random thoughts, Twitter things, Twitch. I like the Discord. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's honestly the main reason why I made the notification channels. Honestly, I feel you. YouTube, I don't know about Twitch, but Twitch notifications are weird because I don't really use Twitch on my mobile app that much. I don't use the Twitch mobile app that much. I don't know why. I just don't like it too much. So like when I watch Twitch streams, it's usually on my desktop. And so because I'm on my desktop, I don't get like notice for streams or whatever, but I'll get them on my phone. So like I'll be on my computer and then my phone's like, hey, someone's stream has started. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. I don't know, tune in or whatever. But I do follow, so the thing is I follow so many streamers that if I were to do Discord pings, I'd get so many pings. But honestly, I'm in a bunch of servers for like different alerts and stuff for like all sorts of things, for games, for news, for whatever. So honestly, opening up my Discord, I on average, it's like you wake up to like 50 fucking notifications. And I'm just like, huh. Ooh, a Vocaloid. Vocaloid is so good. I love Vocaloid music. I told you guys I went to a Miku concert a few weeks back. It was amazing. I fucking love Miku. Oh wait, did I tell you guys or did I get sick? I don't know if I got sick and I forgot to tell you guys. But I did. I got to go to a Miku concert. It was amazing. I loved it. It was great. It was my first ever concert that I've been to for Miku, and I loved it. It was very fun. Life of a VTuber. Gosh, we're all getting sick, aren't we? We need to take better care of ourselves. But yeah, it was a very fun concert. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Unfortunately, the plushie I wanted got sold out though, and I was so sad. Because, you know, the line was like long as fuck to get in. And I gotta learn to start lining up for these things like earlier and earlier because I go like to buy the merch and it's like, nope, plushie sold out. Miku concert, that's a thing? Of course! You didn't know? It's like, it's through like, because the company that's made Miku and like, it's Miku, Rin and Len, Luca, Mako, Kaito, the Vocaloids under Krypton. Yeah, they do concerts occasionally. I did not know you didn't know about that. Yeah. You didn't know. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they do concerts and they have like the 3D holograms like singing and dancing. It's amazing. And Haley in with me. You know what I always bring with me? Ibuprofen. I have that in my purse. I have ibuprofen at my job, and I have ibuprofen in my purse. I have ibuprofen at home, just in case I'm ever out and I get a headache. I just pop one. I just pop one in because I'm like, oop, I'm sick. But yeah, if you ever get the chance to go to a Miku concert, like Miku Expo or like Magical Mirai or whatever, like they've been like around the world too as well. It's such a great chance. Oh my gosh, it was my first one and I loved it. I love going to concerts here in Japan, honestly. They're so much fun. I didn't really go to concerts that much in the US because they were so expensive, but over here in Japan I find that they're still on the expensive side, but they're not as expensive as the US is. So it's much more easier to like attend, at least in my opinion, or at least I can, and it's really fun. Oh, Magical Mirai, yeah, Magical Mirai is one. But yeah, I mean, they've had Miku Expo. They have had Miku Expo came to the US before too. I think they did like, when was it? I think it was like 2023. I think they had Miku Expo in the US and Canada and Australia, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe 2023 or maybe 2024. I might be remember the year wrong. But yeah, it was so much fun. I had so much fun. Oh my gosh. Definitely recommend it if you ever get the chance. 10 out of 10. It's so much fucking fun. But yeah, going to concerts here in Japan have just been really fun overall, and it's just fun. But yeah, I got to go to that concert and it was so much fun. And I'm excited to travel this weekend again. It's honestly why I wanted to get better, because I've had these plans set. I've had this plan since March. So I've already paid for everything. So I'm just like, I can't, miss this because I already paid for everything and there's no refund. So I'm going to this thing whether or not, even if I'm dying. Okay. Oh, see, you guys distracted me. I was about to end stream and you guys distracted me again. Brave at 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. Oh, Godspeed. That reminds me of my security job on university. We worked like at night into like we worked at night. So our shifts would be from like 8 o'clock to 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. on the weekends. It was crazy. We like legit, I'm not even joking, we worked like 4 a.m. on the weekends. Oh, that's why it's security too? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Security jobs are crazy. I mean, I was just security on a college campus, but I imagine working security at like an actual, maybe off campus is maybe more interesting or whatever. I see. Well, good taste, good taste. Honestly, Japanese music is so nice. There's so many different things you can find. You can find J-pop, of course, you know, and idol music, but there's so many good genres, you know. J-pop I think is pretty diverse in itself, but there's like J-rock, there's visual K, there's hip-hop, you know, so there's plenty of songs you can get into on the Japanese side. Okay, okay, you guys keep distracting me. You guys keep distracting me. Oh, campsites. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, you guys keep distracting me, but I gotta sleep. I gotta sleep. I gotta go to sleep. You guys keep distracting me, trying to make me stay up. I need to sleep. Oh, Eve is a good one. Eve is a good one. Okay, okay, okay. I gotta end stream, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta sleep. I gotta work tomorrow. I know what you guys are trying to do. You're trying to trick me into staying here and yapping by distracting me with various topics. I'm sorry today's stream is so short, but it's a work day for me, so I gotta go to bed. So, I'm sorry. I will not see you guys this weekend. Okay, maybe depending on how I feel on Sunday night, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling this weekend. So I don't know if I will come home and like just fall asleep or not. So maybe it's a really big maybe if we'll do a Zatsu on Sunday or not. We'll have to see. So it's a big maybe. It depends on how I feel. But once again, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for being patient with me. And again, thank you so much for 300 on YouTube. We gotta do something special, probably karaoke. But I will see you guys soon. Stay classy, and I hope you guys all have a lovely rest of your week and a beautiful weekend. And I will see you in your dreams. Bye bye.